Hello everyone, I trust you're doing well. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I couldn't finish this game. I really tried to, but, well, first of all, my recorded footage I initially just got corrupted because I didn't set the settings on OBS properly, and I didn't want to go through all that stress again because I spent 20 minutes just trying to get some of the extra mini-games unlocked. It just was not fun, and I really just didn't want to do this. So I thought at the very least I'll use what footage I have saved, and I'll at least give you my thoughts on what I have so far of Crash Bash, just because again, I just really didn't want to go through all of that again. It was just not fun in the slightest. Anyway, some context. After Naughty Dog left the Crash series to work on Jak and Daxter, this is when Universal started looking for third-party developers to make new Crash games, and the first one was Eurocom Entertainment Software, a British video game studio that mostly worked on licensed games, some of which you may be very familiar with. However, they decided to make a party game, which, I mean, fair enough, might as well try something different. Although I've noticed when I started looking into this that a lot of Crash fans really aren't a fan of this game, specifically because the single player mode is tedious, you have all the things mostly unlocked from the get-go, and the only things you're missing out on are the last 3 types of minigames. So I wasn't really going to cover this game, but when my friend came round to record CTR multiplayer footage with me, he wanted to give it a try and said, if this is going to be a 30th anniversary retrospective of Crash Bandicoot, I had to at least give it a try. So yeah, let's just take a quick look at it. But anyway, what is Crash Bash? Well, it's a party game. Specifically, you have Adventure Mode, Tournament Mode, and Battle Mode, and you only have 8 characters: Crash, Coco, Tiny, Dingodile, Cortex, Brio, Kong, and a new character Eurocom made, Ripperoo. There are also some boss characters, but you can't play as them. In Battle Mode, you just choose one of the minigames, its conditions, and just play. Tournament Mode, you just play 4 minigames, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. And Adventure Mode, this is going to be the thing that's really going to put your patience to the test. As I said earlier, you have 4 out of 7 mini-games already unlocked, and they each have 4 variations. To unlock the rest, you have to play through this Adventure Mode. You can walk around the warp room, choose the mini-game, and you have to win it 3 times to get a trophy. You can also save your game at this monitor, and use this monitor to travel to another warp room. Before each minigame starts, you're just told what the controls are, what you have to do to win, and it gives you a breakdown of what items you can use. Although depending on which variation of the minigame you played, there will be an extra gimmick thrown in. Let's take Ballistics for example. This is the first game you'll play. You just have to get 15 balls past your opponents to win, and all they have to do is get 15 balls past you. Whoever's eliminated, an electric barrier will appear. Polar Push sees you ride a polar bear cub to push everyone off the edge to win. So essentially a sumo match, just push your opponent out the ring. You can charge into your opponents, mash the charge button to save yourself, when it works, and you can either get an electrocution ability, or a weight to drop on someone. To pass it round, you just have to touch someone else. Pogo Pandemonium is a more confusing one, so basically you have to hop around to get your colour over the tiles as much as possible, and tally them all up before time runs out. My favourite of these is Crate Crush, because it's essentially a fighting game. You just throw crates at each other, jump, attack, and last man standing's the winner. The only one I was able to unlock was the first Tank Wars variation, but it was just not fun because of how the controls work. You use the bumpers to rotate, you don't turn yourself and the tank, and it kind of works on Bomberman logic where the mines will blow up the entire rows that are open to it. Yeah, I know I sound like I'm speedrunning through all these, but that's just because a lot of these just felt like chores, because unlike Mario Party, you don't have to roll a dice and move along a board, you just get straight to the minigames, which is good, but you have to win the minigames 3 times before you finally get a trophy, a gem, or a crystal, which is bad. Wait, gem and crystal? Yeah, because once you get to the second boss fight, the Bearminator, oops, you need gems and crystals. So this is the same problem I have with the last game. It pads it out because it's worried it doesn't have enough content. Luckily, here you do just have to do this challenge once to get the gem or the crystal, but again, with all these variations on the minigames, I just dragged it out for so long because of how luck-based it is. And again, unlike Mario Party, you can't turn things around in your favour just if you keep playing. You have to win it 3 times in a row, or that's it, you're just not moving on. So you could spend 20 minutes on a single game, I am not exaggerating when I say this, because you're so close to getting 3 wins, but then all the other characters get 2 wins, and then they snuff victory away from you. Or if you get unlucky like me, your game just completely crashes because your computer just plays up and you have to start the emulator all over again. And I swear the AI is just downright sinister in this. I did at least get to the Papu Papu boss fight, but he's really easy to be honest. You just avoid his attacks, throw 3 crates at him, and you're done. I'm sure the other bosses are better, but again, after all the stress I just went through, I just don't want to do it. I know I'm not a real Crash fan, but I'm sorry, if I'm not having fun, then I'm just not going to play the game, simple as that. Oh boy, I can't wait till I get to Crash Boom Bang, if I can get the DS emulator working. And yes, I'm perfectly aware that there's a cheat code that unlocks the minigame select screen. I'm also aware that Spyro 3 can get you a full copy of the game, albeit with some unfinished assets, but I just don't want to play this game anymore. I know it's going to look in very poor taste if this is the one game in the retrospective I didn't complete, but I must be honest with you guys. I'm actually looking more forward to playing The Wrath of Cortex, because that's a game I did play with my friend before he moved away when I was a kid, and it'll be fun to see if that one aged well. So, for anyone who wants to know my thoughts on Crash Bash, it's soul draining. I do not recommend you play it. If you do play it, don't worry about the latter 3 minigames and their variants. Just stick with the 4 you have. You can't unlock any other characters, and if you want the full playthrough, too bad, watch somebody else. I'm not doing it. Anyway, I thought I'd just move on to a game I am interested in, and hopefully this will be the only game in the retrospective I can't find the will to finish, just because again, everything just went wrong with my computer freezing and yeah. Well, hopefully this will be the only incident. Next time we'll take a look at Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, and hopefully, like I said, that one will be not as bad as everyone claims it is. This is a quick update. Sorry if you want to see the full game, but that's how it is. Despite this, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.